welcome back, peeps, to the Banner Bros channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a really exciting one, which is finally the most awaited Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone 1.22 update, which is the new Season 4, alright? Now, everybody's wondering where is Urzikstan, which is going to be the new map, alright? That's going to be probably the most important thing about this update. I am going to talk through everything they released, but the most important thing is, where is this new map, right? Why is this update 44 gigs in my PC and in my console? Just something that you need to note is that the download is 40 gigs, but then once you have it in your game, it's only actually going to take about 5 gigs of storage space in your console. But yeah, so where's this new map? So there's actually is going to be a new map called Urzikstan. As you guys can see in the new Modern Warfare background, you've actually got this different background, which is going to be the new map, which seems like a little bit of a foggier map. And I'm also going to play the intro once you log into the game. They play a clip, and at the end they show, I mean, if you are listening to the words and everything, that Verdansk is basically going to be destroyed. If you're following with the story, the gas is basically going to destroy the whole thing. Too much war going on, and they're going to be moving on to a new map. So by the looks of it, they are going to like completely remove Verdansk and then move towards this new Warzone map. I think that's what's going to be happening over here. Again, we don't have any clue on when it's going to be releasing. They haven't said anything about that yet. They usually do these kind of things because they don't like to release like the big things with the update, so they'll probably wait a couple of days and then release it for everybody. All right, let's jump into the face of Call of Duty so we can see what is new, basically on the new modes and all those kind of things. All right, so let's jump into the multiplayer one first. So we got a couple of interesting things here with the create a class section. As you guys can see again in the background, look at that. That is the new background of the new Urzikstan map, which is going to be actually, it looks pretty interesting. We got something called Warzone Rumble, which is also in the Warzone menu for all you free-to-play players, which is basically a large-scale team deathmatch in areas around Verdansk. So this is for people that don't have multiplayer. They will be able to play multiplayer in Verdansk. It's going to be a 50 versus 50, which is crazy. It's just a lot of players. It's kind of like a practice mode of Verdansk. I mean, that's kind of like what it is. And so you guys can level up your weapons. So you won't have any of the, you know, the modes like the dominations, demolitions, infecteds, all the multiplayer maps, but they are giving you something a little bit different. They also added Scrapyard to the multiplayer, so that's why they added Scrapyard 24/7. Something to add in the custom loadouts. Again, this is both for multiplayer and Warzone. We got 2 new guns, one being the new SMG, the Fennec, which is going to be the Vector. I don't know why they changed the names, but this is the Vector. They're also going to add this gun in Warzone, so you will be able to find this gun on the ground. Next up, we got the new assault rifle, which is the CR57 AMAX, which is the Galil. All right, that's what we're OG Call of Duty fans are going to call it. Again, you are going to be able to find this in Warzone. Something also pretty interesting is now they actually tell you what blueprints you can buy for that specific gun, which is something pretty unique as well. So for example, if I go into an AK-47 and I click store, I can see I can buy 4 kind of different blueprints for my gun. Now let's jump into the Warzone side of things. And as you guys can see here, we got Warzone Rumble, again, something that we talked about. Now let's jump into the main things of what's going on here in Call of Duty. All right, some of the backdoor things that you don't see at the first glance. So they added this thing called Weapon Mastery Challenge. So basically, once you've unlocked gold for weapon mastery challenges become available. There's 8 challenges per weapon, each granting their own rewards with 4 player cards and 4 emblems up for grabs. So this is basically for people that already have gold in their weapon but are pretty far away from Damascus, or they just want something else to do with their gun. They added these sort of things. Something really big coming into Warzone is called the Warzone in-match events. Now, I don't really know how this ones are going to work. I mean, positive or negative, but this is what's going to happen. So events can occur during a Warzone Battle Royale match and have an impact on the strategy approach to the gameplay. Events can happen in any given match without advance notice. When they happen, events will always occur mid-game. Example, they can occur the first drop kit and before the Gulag closes. and familiarize with your type of events so you know what's going to happen. So these are the 3 types of events that can happen. Jailbreak. So when a jailbreak occurs, all players that have been eliminated will be released back into the match. Whether you are waiting for your 1v1 in your Gulag, whether you have been released as a spectator, where you have been killed, doesn't matter. If you are not alive in the game, like actually in Verdansk, not in the Gulag, and this jailbreak event happens, everybody will be released. This is something I'm talking about. I don't know. This seems more like a fun game mode rather than the hardcore battle royale competition that I try. I mean, I don't really know how it's gonna be. There's 70 players left, and all of a sudden, boom, everybody's back alive, and there's 150. I don't know, but personally to me that just seems a little bit more like a game mode, not but we'll see how that one works out. There's another one called Fire Sale, which actually comes from zombies, so any OG zombies, comment down below in the comment section. So Fire Sale is actually an in-game event that temporarily discounts the items at a buy station for up to 80%, or even gives some items completely for free. So obviously if you get a Fire Sale, it only lasts for 60 seconds, and it is going to be a great time. Everybody's going to be rushing to the stores, and you can buy all these kind of things for cheap prices, which is something that is pretty unique. There's also this thing called a supply chopper, which brings a non-lethal, which is a non-lethal chopper, like it's not going to be shooting people out of the sky, but it's a heavily armored chopper that comes into Verdansk. The helicopter will have a lot of health and will require a few rounds of bullets or maybe a rocket or 2 to bring it down. The helicopter will not shoot at you, but make sure that while you're shooting it, an enemy doesn't come and take you down. This is a supply chopper, so if you do kill this chopper, it will drop high quality loot for your players to pick up. This loot includes 3 UAVs, 2 armor boxes, ammunition boxes, a gas mask, a grenade launcher, which is a legendary, and tons of cash at minimum. Alright, these are all the things that it can drop. So there's something actually pretty unique. You see the chopper, and then you're gonna everybody have shooting at it, and something pretty good to have. Again, just the only one that I don't really agree with is the jailbreak, where everybody comes back alive. That is something new, which is called the contraband contract system, which is a new kind of contract, but doesn't affect the outcome of the game. So contraband is new, right? So it is a rare contract with a permanent blueprint reward. That is something that is honestly pretty unique. So contraband contracts have a chance to span after a previous contract is completed. So you complete a bounty, a scavenger, whatever, you can find these contraband contracts in the world, which is a briefcase. So if you have this briefcase, you have to collect it. Once you take it, you have to get it to the designated helicopter extraction location to call in that helicopter. Once you deposit the briefcase, you will get a permanent blueprint reward, which is a special weapon into your arsenal. But be aware, players can kill you if you are carrying this blueprint, and they can take it from you and they can go to the helicopter. So just be aware, they can steal it from you. But again, this is a kind of like a one only situation, so you will not get a blueprint for the whole team. It's just basically the person doing the mission. So it's something pretty interesting they added. Again, we already talked about the playlist update that they will have right now. Again, for Warzone, it's going to be quads, trios, duos, solos, blood money, and again, the new Warzone Rumble, which is teams of 50. They parachute it out, and they get to kill themselves and get all these bunch of things. They modified some special operations for whoever is in it, so they added a couple of veteran and regular things for that. The download size, again, talking about this again, it's going to be a really, really large update size, but once it's all said and done, it's going to be only 4 gigs on console. So that is something pretty good. Again, because what they can do is they can basically shrink the size once it's fully downloaded. Now let's go about some general fixes to the game. So one of the most important ones is that there was a bug where the ghost perk was actually not hiding players from the heartbeat sensor. Apparently, this has been fixed. There's also been an issue where some players weren't able to activate the nuke after getting it after the appropriate number of kills. That has been fixed as well. They fixed a couple of different things here and there. Now, they also fixed a bug where the white health region was triggering on downing other players, even if quick fix wasn't equipped. They also fixed an exploit where players could sometimes call in duplicate UAVs. Now, something really interesting that is going to be happening is if you actually do play multiplayer, and use specialists, they're actually adding new weapon perks to the specialist bonus. So after you get the 8 kills with specialists and you get all the perks, you will now also get in your gun frangible disabling, frangible wounding, mo money, recon, heavy hitter, FMJ, and presence of mind all added into your gun, which is something pretty unique. And that is basically, again, they always say they improve stability for PC. They also fix some things to prevent issues with the voice chat, which was happening pretty frequently in this season. They also lower the amount count for reload warning on the LMG feed. And again, just for the Warzone, they had some loot updates, so they're gonna add some new weapons, which is the ones I talked about, being the Fennec, the CR56 AMAX. They're gonna add the Renetti and some other secret ones that we will go ahead and find out. They also fixed a bug where the recon contract could spawn inside an ammo supply and then you can get it, making it unusable. They fixed that one in as well. And again, they also fixed an exploit where players were able to duplicate self-revive kits again. Now, that is basically it for all these new updates. Hopefully, we will be playing the new map really soon. I don't know when it's going to be out, but I definitely read all the Activision blogs and everything related to that, and I will let you guys know when that one's going to be coming out and updating you on that one. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. I deeply appreciate it. Peace out, and I'll see you all in the next one.